Okay, today I'm going to show you how to create an area of effect spell that has an indicator of where the spell is going to be based on mouse position. So what was initially said was it is like if the circle is attached to the mouse, and if I move the mouse, the circle moves along with it until I click on the ground. Then the skill starts the area of effects. So I will show you how I achieved that. So first off, what we did was we had to make a projector. That's what's going to project the indicator onto the ground. So you make a projector, and of course you have to set the material of that projector. So we make a material and we set the shader to projector light or multiply whatever one you have, and then you use your texture here, which I have here. I just found this off the internet randomly. I cannot use this for an actual game, and I cannot give it to you. However, you set that as the material or the texture on the material, and then you set the material of the projector to that material that we just created. Now also, to get this effect that we're looking for, we want to go ahead and go to the extra blocks and components thread that Leslie has posted himself. You want to download the extra blocks because we need this block here, input misc mouse hit point, because that returns a vector 3 position where the mouse hits any collider. So we need that block to determine where it is. So what we want to do is go ahead and make a skill. I just called an area spell, and we want to set the activation to user, delivery to instant, target method to auto, and valid targets to everything. Now the rest is up to whatever you see fit, however you see fit for your game. So we need to add a on-skill activate event on any state, and we want to create an instance of that projector at position, that new block that we just downloaded, which is under input misc mouse hit point, and this block here is found under math vector 3 a plus b, and I have it set the y as 20 because you'll see if I drag out this projector that we have and we find it and we go here, something like that, we move this up, you just want to set it to however big you want your indicator to be. So I figured that when I drag it up, I can see that 20. If I type that in, it's a pretty good number. That's how I would want mine set up. You would need to mess around with that number, see what you like, make it bigger, make it smaller, however you want. But I go ahead and remember that number so that you can put it on that skill event. So that's why I did that here. We did vector 3 a plus b, so we want the mouse hit point plus the y, so that we can make it big or small. And I needed a rotation of 90 on the x-axis so that it's facing down. As you can see again, I'll drag that out one more time. Up, and the rotation is 90 on the x-axis. So that's all we have under the events on the skills. And what you need to do is add a plyBlock component to the projector itself. Open that up. On start, we want to set a local variable called final position to false. That local variable is going to be when we click, we're going to know that that's where we want the final position of the projector to be. So on an update event, if the final position itself is false, so it's not the final position, you want to set the world position of the projector to wherever the mouse is plus the 20 so that it looks good, and that's how we're going to be able to drag it around on our scene. And when the mouse is clicked, when left clicked, we're going to set final position to true. So just by doing this here, everything that I just showed you, you should have this working here. So we're going to activate our skill. I hard-coded it using my 5 action key, so 5. We can drag it around, and when I left click, it no longer follows our mouse, and that's where the spell will be. So pretty cool. That's when you are going to go on and continue to, set the damage of how much damage it does, or any other thing that you want. But that is pretty much how you set up the initial skill and how it's going to work. All right, thank you.